Hi everybody, how are you doing? Yes, indeed, it's good to have you here, and we're going to talk about Steve and Chris and the whole Aptera team are actually on your side. So let's get into this baby right now. Welcome back to my channel. It's good to have you here. We're continuing to look at Aptera as they move forward to getting their vehicle out on the road and into your hands. And we all want our Aptera, right? That's the most important thing. We want to see Aptera succeed, but of course, in order for them to do that, well, you know what? Let's do this. Let's check this video out and then we'll talk about it afterwards.
What would you say to the community? I think some people feel, left in the dark, like they didn't know about this change. They always wanted an all-wheel drive Aptera. What would you say to those people? I understand their position, but I also understand the position we're in and that we're doing the best thing for Aptera. How would you respond to that?
Uh, we've got some of the smartest, most intelligent community members of any car company. I mean, some of these folks have worked on pilot projects for NASA. They're rocket scientists, literally other engineers. They are incredibly intelligent and mindful of all the technical details of the vehicle, which is why they chose Aptera. And I understand that the promise of, or the intrigue of in-wheel motors and all-wheel drive, was a big part of that. And we want people to know that we have made decisions on the design of the vehicle that we believe are going to be best for the vehicle and best for the shareholders, best for everybody in terms of us being able to launch, being able to have something that's reliable and well known, and leaving the door open still for our in-wheel concepts. We're very far down the runway with that whole technology, but we wanted to reduce the risk and simplify the number of moving parts for launch. And so I think what we're saying is let's launch with something that's reliable and well known, and then let's keep the door open for our in-wheel motor use and see where the best fit is. And I think the best fit for us is probably going to be to achieve all-wheel drive with in-wheel in the back and the e-axle unit up front.
Right.
But I want those customers to know that, look, we've made these decisions really with their best interests at heart, making sure that we can deliver them a reliable product, an affordable product, and something that's just going to have the least amount of risk with still extraordinary performance. I guarantee you this vehicle is going to be fast enough to lose your license and end up in jail, if you're so inclined.
Please don't do that.
It's going to be fast enough to need traction control to keep from cooking the tires. Front wheel drive cars, of course, with the right tires can go just about anywhere, snow and everything else. All wheel drive is just icing on the cake. Of course, the more wheels you control, the more control you have for the vehicle. So I think that is our end goal for performance. But for the maximum in efficiency and minimize risk and cost and all those things, I think we decided to move to this inboard motor for those reasons. And I hope they understand, because we do value them and their opinions very much. They've helped us guide the product so far, and we hear them. We just want the community to know that we made those decisions with their best interests in mind.
Absolutely. What everyone wants more than anything on planet Earth is to get their Aptera,
Just get it launched, right?
Let's get this thing out there, I think that's something the whole world can rally behind.
So first of all, I just want to start off by saying this. I'm on your side. I understand how you feel. You're promised in-wheel motors, you're promised skin cooling, new technology that hasn't been proven yet. But I think we need to take a look at Chris and Steve's perspective, or look at it from their side of the table. Since this is new technology, it may take longer to come out with the vehicle than they had planned. And the thing that's on their side is they have a lot of very smart people working for them that were actually literally rocket scientists. And so they're probably going to do their best to make sure that they can get everything that Chris and Steve want and that they promised you They want to make sure that it works and it works properly up to their standards. And so, with that thought in mind, looking at it from our side of the table, we want the Aptera out. We know the longer they wait, the worse it's going to be for the company. And so they are going to do their best to get the vehicle out at least by 2025. And so going the route with the without the in-wheel motors sounds like it's going to be a better prospect for the company, as well as not going with the skin cooling. They're also going with a radiator, and whatever they have to do to get the vehicle out just makes sense. It makes sense to me. Once they get the Aptera out, then that's where the big difference is going to come into play. If you still want all-wheel drive, he said that they already have plans to do that for you. But I think with them going with the single axle motor, and even with them going with a radiator instead of skin cooling, I'm fine with that. I'm cool with that because I know they're going to come out with the vehicle sooner. And that's what I want. It's still going to have solar power. It's still going to have the 0.13 drag coefficient. It's still going to be made out of carbon fiber. It's still going to be the most protected vehicle on the road. It's going to have airbags. And I think it's going to be fantastic. I think it's going to be great. The thing that I'm really happy about is just going to have the solar power. That way you can charge your battery out by the sun, as well as you can still plug it in to a regular 110 outlet and get 13 miles of range every hour. So I'm real happy about those things. I just want them to go ahead and come out with the vehicle, and I know that they will eventually come out with the vehicle that they really want later on down the road. I still believe as more people learn about Aptera, this company is really going to grow exponentially. And that is the most important thing for me. That's why I invested in Aptera. But hopefully that's why you invested in Aptera too. And for those who don't know about it and you're just learning about Aptera, just take your time. There's a lot of videos about Aptera. You could look through every one of them and see if this is the right company that you want to invest in. Sooner or later, they're going to be coming out with their IPO, and a lot of people are going to want to figure out what this company has to offer. And I believe they are really going to explode on the scene. I really believe that. So I think this is going to be really good for Aptera to come out as soon as they can. They got a lot of competition coming out. We know that Tesla's coming out with their robotaxi. They want to come out with their $25,000 vehicle. There's other companies that are also wanting to come out with a $25,000, $21,000 vehicle, which is really going to put maybe a strain on Aptera, since Aptera is just a two-seater. But we know, or at least I know, Aptera has a couple of tricks up their sleeve. But anyway, I gotta give a shout out to my patrons. I'm gonna ask this. What do you think about what Aptera's doing? I feel they're doing what's best for everybody, especially for the company. That should be the most important thing for them right now, and time is not on their side. But I know the sooner they come out with it, the better for the company, the better for everybody that invested in it and everybody that's working at the facility. So let me just give a shout out to my patrons. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you guys. You guys have been totally backing me, and I really love what you do. And if you're new here, hit the like, ring the bell, subscribe, and you'll catch my next video when it comes out. And so to that, I say goodbye. You take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.